Hi, I'm Stuart Watts. I'm founder and creative director of Wafer, and they're a creative advertising agency in the southeast. I got into the industry 25 years ago, and it was really from my father. I got into the industry as he worked for an ad agency many years ago. So I decided to take up the role and follow my father's footsteps. Got to understand each brief when they come in. The briefs, the projects, understand your clients. I think try and get to know the product, the services you're selling. That's what it's taught me over the years of working in the industry, is to really become part of that, your client, really become the client. Understanding I think is key, definitely. It has changed a hell of a lot in regards to technology, without a doubt. The introduction of the Apple Mac, that has changed everything within advertising, design, marketing, etc. The social aspect of the industry has changed a hell of a lot as well. Whereas many years ago you would see a lot of creative departments, group heads, etc., out on. They would have long lunches. Now you don't see that at all. Everything's a lot stricter. But the biggest change, I would say, is definitely the movement of Apple Mac within the industry, and not just Apple Mac. It's the software as well. Now everything's cloud-based. You can be anywhere. You don't have to be have an office up in London or in a major city. I think you need to have a good infrastructure, a good resource, and more importantly, great broadband connection. I have some great accounts that I've worked on, which we've won and we've worked on, but wouldn't necessarily be the most creative accounts, but have been challenging. A lot of hard work, effort has gone into it, not just myself, but the team as well, over the years. One of them being a large travel company, and we had to produce in the region of something like, I think it's about 150 national adverts per week for this particular client. Again, the logistics, the amount of work, time involved, proofing, artworks, getting them to newspapers on time, etc. That was a very challenging client. Not the most creative client, but challenging. The most creative client, or creative piece of work we worked on, was for Umbro, where we had to create text, do typography, and create their faces out of text, out of time. That was very challenging because it had to look like the players, i.e. John Terry, Michael Owen, Deco, and a couple of other players as well. So getting the shadow, the contrast, the light and dark areas, so you could actually recognise it was that person just by their eyes and their nose or their mouth, not seeing the whole of the image. So that was creatively, that was challenging. So I'd say, yeah, out of those two, sort of a creative challenge and a downright challenging client because of the complexity and the amount of work needed for the travel company. The part of the job I don't really enjoy. There isn't really a part of my job that I don't enjoy. I love what I do. I think I'm very lucky. I love my job. I love what I do. I know this sounds a bit silly, but it's like a hobby. And when you're into something, others see the passion that you've got for what you're doing. i.e. like a professional football player. It started off as a hobby. It's a passion to play football. The fact that your name's David Beckham and you're now earning a lot of money doing something that you love doing, and I feel exactly the same. I'm not David Beckham and I don't earn anywhere near as much money as him, but there isn't anything about my job that I don't like, apart from, I would say, when we don't win a piece of business. When we've pitched for a piece of business and we don't win, that's always a bit, we get down on that. But on a day-to-day, running the company, there isn't anything we don't really like. I don't really like, to be honest with you.